On a scale of 1 to 10, how well can the Steam Deck play games? Well, good question, and we're going to answer that 5 games at a time. Today we have Darksiders 3, Nier Automata, Black Ops 3, Payday 2, and Baldurs Gate Dark Alliance 2. The maximum score the deck can achieve in a game is 10. This is accomplished by running the games at ultra settings at 60 FPS, at native resolution, or 800p. A 0 is not even launching the game, and, well, a more detailed description of what the scores are is in the description below. Let's see what the deck can do. Starting with Nier Automata, the 5-year-old game ran very well. Its default settings out of the box will yield a 30 to 40 FPS experience with decent visuals. Those settings are somewhere between the medium and high presets. The game does not have an ultra preset, only a low, medium, and high. At the medium preset, the deck was able to get a 50 to 60 FPS. However, in certain areas, an encounter, that 50 to 60 does turn into closer to a 30 to 40. This is especially troublesome because it mostly happens in boss arenas, and that's kind of where you don't want that to happen. However, it's a solid game to play, and it does run very smooth the vast majority of the time, so the deck does score 7 out of 10 here. Darksiders 3 is considered not supported on the deck. However, downloading and launching the game, it runs fine, and I don't see any issues with the control scheme, UI, or game running. I am only roughly at the halfway mark, so I don't know if the rest of it is broken, but how well does it exactly run? Aside from the occasional stutter suggesting a bit of a CPU bottleneck at the highest possible settings, we are sitting at the 25 to 35 FPS mark. Dropping that down to high only netted us between 35 and 45. So it's not quite strong enough to achieve a 9 out of 10, which puts it at an 8 out of 10, which so far out of a total of 10 games tested is the average achieved score. Now, speaking of CPU bottlenecks, Payday 2 released in 2013 on the diesel engine, and it chugs. I have put about 3,000 hours into the game, and I can say this with confidence: this game cannot properly utilize multi-core CPUs, so it relies on a single or a couple of faster CPU cores. Because of this, the deck, when playing, stays at roughly 50% utilization on the CPU and GPU. At the highest possible settings, at 720p, the frame rate will honestly jump all over the place, but it will stay above 30 all of the time. If you drop the settings a bit, you can get a fairly stable 60 FPS, though. The jumping frame rate at higher settings tends to net the game a 9 out of 10 because it's honestly just not stable enough to get a 10 out of 10, even though the game is 10 years old. Black Ops 3 runs exactly how you'd expect it to. It released on the PS3, so it had better damn well run on the deck, and well, yes it does. It achieves a very solid 9 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10 if its performance was more consistent. At ultra settings, it is very common to see the frame rate dip to 45 or 30 FPS depending on the scene. I mostly play zombies, and the multiplayer is all but dead, so it's nice to see zombies running well, and the custom zombies community is still very much alive here, and there's a ton to play. Baldurs Gate Dark Alliance 2 is one of the first games I ever played to completion. I enjoyed this game so much when I was younger, so it's nice to see the game run so well. It achieves a solid 10 out of 10 at the maximum possible settings with the native resolution. It easily hits 60 FPS with only 20 to 30% GPU utilization. I highly recommend giving this game a try. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, maybe found it useful. Do whatever. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, do all that. I'm trying to make these videos a little on the shorter side. But yeah, see you guys in the next one.